Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, 5 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Robin, the one thing I hate to be is predictable.
What's that?
I just hate to be predictable. I hate for people to know in advance what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Our next guest kind of knew. She asked me how many butt jokes I had planned for this interview. Well, I didn't really have a joke. I had a request, but I'll tell you what that is later. She's looking at you funny. Cheri Brand is in the studio. Cheri is the lady who was the young girl in the Coppertone ads that had the dog. What kind of a dog was it? Was it
Cocker Spaniel?
A Cocker Spaniel,
Yeah.
pulling her bathing suit bottom down, and it was the most famous hiney in America or in the world, really, at one time, and probably still is. I mean, it just seems like that's one of those. I guess you call it a trademark from the Coppertone Corporation, and Cheri has been an Ocalan for a long, long time, right? Were you an Ocalan back then when you were a little girl?
No, New York.
Well, good morning, Cheri. How you doing?
Good morning.
You're the most famous hiney in the world.
Isn't that nice?
So where are you from in New York?
Westchester County is where I was born and then raised in Manhattan.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
And when did you move down here?
Probably the 70s. I went to college here.
So what was this in Ocala?
School?
Yeah.
I went to UCF Orlando.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. And
My
then,
family moved to Ocala, though.
okay. Now, oh gosh, how did you end up being the child in the Coppertone ads?
Okay, well, that it had nothing to do with me. My mom was a very...
How old were you?
3.
3, okay.
And my mom was a nationally known artist, commercial artist, portrait artist.
Right.
She also did 20 years of illustrations for Sports Afield magazine, and she's done hundreds of ads and billboards. So this was another day in the life of. But anytime she could use myself or my family, my sister, my father, as a model, it, of course, would save her money. She didn't have to pay anybody.
Right.
So she used to
That
say,
makes sense, yeah.
I was cheap and easy, she said.
Oh no!
Actually, she said that to a media reporter, and it got printed in bold, and you know.
Oh, man.
I used Cheri because she was cheap and easy. Anyway.
Are you an involuntary celebrity? Would you rather not have had this thrust on you?
Oh, I don't know that.
You enjoy it somewhat? There's a certain amount of it that you embrace?
Yeah, life was fun, with an artist, and you're always getting to dress up and act like something different. So what kid wouldn't love to do that?
Right.
And then when it became a piece of Americana and considered an icon,
Right.
I was. I guess I'm honored to be part of something. Not too many commercial ads can say that.
Yeah, so. And it was so innocent and so.
Cute.
I just see like now. I know that you were on. Was it Inside Editions at the show? And I mean, we are becoming a little bit more prude than I would have believed. I mean, if we could have predicted the future, I would have never believed that we'd become more prude. I thought, if anything, we'd be all nude by now. I don't know. But
that incident was based on that Facebook posting by a photographer who actually was just taking shots of two little girls, her own child and her friend, and doing some beach photographs. And one of the little girls simply tugged on the suit of the other one and said, "Look, Mom," and showed the tan line. And she thought, "How cute is that? It looks just like the Coppertone baby." And shared it with her friends on Facebook, and it was banned by the Facebook police, I guess. So
the Facebook police.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, it's not called Butt Book; it's called Facebook.
That's right.
But they will.
There's my first butt joke today.
But that's so ironic because Facebook allows people to post postings with swear words on it, bad ones, and they don't take them off because of that.
I think that was a very gross overreaction on their part, actually. I think since didn't ban it, they went ahead and allowed it, but just the fact that they intervened was a little...
Well, and I know this isn't really the direction we want to go, but we are kind of a backward society anyway, where we can go to a movie and watch people get their arms blown off, but you can't see somebody's butt or somebody's skin inappropriate. It's just...
a baby, though,
And even more so, yeah. My brother, Tom, was a military police officer in the Air Force, and he told me a story one time. He got called to a house because the guy was suspected of having child pornography, and he went and he looked through the guy's photo albums because that's where these pictures supposedly were, and all he saw was kids taking a bath, and he said, this is what every father does. This is what and so of course my brother did nothing at all, but we have become a little bit too prude, haven't we?
I guess because it's Facebook is covering, millions and millions of viewers, and I don't know. But I think they're policing.
You're in really good shape. You run a gym, or you own a gym or something?
I work at To Your Health Spa in Ocala.
Oh, you work there,
and
okay.
I'm a trainer and a manager at the East location over in.
Really? So do your are they called students, clients? What are the people you work with?
Clients.
Your clients. Do they say, "Hey, the Coppertone baby helps me out"?
No, I have two worlds, I guess. I just do my job. And
they don't know?
Well, they do, but we don't talk about it daily. They'll see something in the news and come back and say, "Was that you, really?" And then it'll come up, but.
So tell the story that you told us off the air that a lot of people confuse you with, is it Jodie Foster?
Or Jodie Foster, yeah. Or rumor has it that she was the model for the
Okay, so let's
Coppertone.
set that straight.
Okay.
On our show.
There's my mother is the artist, so whoever she used as the model is the model. So that ended the Coppertone actually didn't know who I was for a long time because they hired an artist for a reason, so they wouldn't have to know who the model was.
Okay.
Later, America said, we want to know. So about somewhere in the 1990s, they wanted to reconnect and find out who is the baby after all. So I got to do a whole media tour then.
Oh, neat.
Sally Jesse, and I got on there with Mikey from Life Cereal.
Oh, wow.
Do you remember that commercial?
Yeah.
That's Larry's favorite cereal.
Did he have any butt jokes, Mikey?
No, Mikey's done like 700 commercials. I think he's a busy guy. But so Jodie Foster did do an acting job in a television commercial in the 60s. And she's younger than I am. She couldn't really be this baby because it was before her time.
Yeah.
But yes, she was in a commercial, but it was a television commercial. So she was not the logo or the billboard or the...
So when she says she got her start in a Coppertone ad, she's not lying, but
No.
people misunderstand it to
Right.
think that, okay, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I can remember that billboard, by the way, everywhere. So, but, did you inherit your mom's artistic talent?
No. I lean toward music and dance.
Really?
I can't do that.
You play an instrument?
A little piano.
Oh, you do? Oh, how wonderful is that? That's great.
But I wouldn't claim to be.
So when did you move to Ocala?
They moved down here in the 70s.
They meaning your parents?
Parents
Okay.
moved down here,
Oh, and
yeah.
you stayed up in New York?
I stayed up there for a little while, then came down and went to college.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
And did they move straight to Ocala?
They came down, yeah, because my mother's parents were here.
Okay. And I hope I'm not crossing the line, but are they still here? Are they still with us?
No, my mother's passed away. My
Okay.
father passed away.
All right. And I think we heard that. I mean, it's weird. You are a celebrity.
Yeah.
And so therefore the people around you are. And it trickled to us somehow. I don't remember who told us, but
Dan.
Dan told us?
Yeah.
That-
Dan
that-
Martone, yeah.
Okay.
When she passed away?
I don't know. That's what I was asking.
Oh, no. Went to talk about Cheri.
Oh, no, just to come in
yes,
here. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Dan asked us to ask you in. So tell us a little bit more. I mean, when you went to school, did your other classmates know that you were the Coppertone baby? And
There were times, I think, as I got older, when I was young, no one, who's young pays attention to advertising, really. But as I got older and people knew the story, it always had to stem from a story because it's not recognizable. Obviously, if I'm walking down the street, no one goes, "Hey, aren't you?"
Yeah, right.
So, but the story became, that I'm, of course, exposing my rear end, and kids kind of tease you about that.
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
fun,
yeah.
and but.
well, you know what I want to do? We've got to take a little break in a little while, but I want to tell you something, and then I want to kind of use what I'm about to tell you. We had in the studio Meinhardt Robbie. Does the name ring a bell at all? Well, Meinhardt Robbie was the Munchkin coroner in The Wizard of Oz. He has since passed away,
Yeah.
and you're way cuter than him, so I'm
Yeah.
not trying to make that comparison. But there is a comparison in that every interview he ever did was always about that, where he had this whole life between that and now.
Exactly.
And when we were talking to him after the interview, he said, you're the only two who ever asked me about anything other than the Munchkin. So I want to ask you more than just about your days with that. I mean, that obviously that's what we're focusing on a little bit, but obviously you've had a whole life as well. Do you mind if we
No,
talk about your
absolutely.
life? And then also, obviously, you're in good shape, so you must be living what you're practicing what you're preaching, sort of thing. So
A work in progress. We all
A work in progress. Oh,
Yeah.
me too. Yeah. I don't even know if I'm in progress. All right, we'll take a little break and we'll be right back. Cheri Brand is in the studio to capitalize on her claim to fame. She is the Coppertone baby.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Sunshine mixing with clouds today. A couple of thunderstorms around into the afternoon hours, high 89 to 93. A leftover thunderstorm early tonight, then partly cloudy later tonight, low 72 to 76. For tomorrow, intervals of clouds and sun. Look for a shower or thunderstorm at virtually any time, high 89 to 93. And for Friday, partly sunny with a couple of thunderstorms in the afternoon, high 89 to 93. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
How good does it get?
Golf has long been considered to be sport's most prestigious game, and WOCA has your connection to everything in the golf world. Every first and third Thursday at 10 a.m., tune in for Let's Talk Golf with your host, PGA professional and teacher to the stars, Jim Beckett, and operations manager for the Links of Spruce Creek South, Darren Irwin, right here on The Source.
Hi, I'm Yvette, and I'm here to tell you a few things about ABC Fredericks Appliance. They sell not only new, but used guaranteed appliances. When you call ABC Fredericks Appliance, they will provide service on what they sell and any appliances that you own. ABC Fredericks Appliance is located in Bellevue, right over the railroad tracks. Call 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. ABC Fredericks Appliance.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
All right, now.
WOCA.
Yeah, now I can talk. Okay, Cheri Brand is in the studio, and you know Cheri, you know her face, and you probably know her butt, believe it or not. Oh, she's taking a selfie right now. Are you taking a picture of me or yourself?
You.
Of me? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Cheri is the lady who was the child, the 3-year-old baby that was in the Coppertone commercials, and now we're becoming so prude that we don't even want that cute picture shown anymore, and so they're covering it up. Now she's she's in a one-piece suit now? How does the dog pull that off?
That's a great question. I have no idea. I think it's more for sun skin protection now. They're not advertising tanning anymore. So
that's artwork, though. That's not a photograph.
No, it's artwork.
So was there a real dog, or did your mom just paint a picture of a dog?
There was. She borrowed a neighbor's dog, a Cocker Spaniel. We had a 125-pound German Shepherd at the time, which really would have changed the whole nature of the ad, I think, if we used him.
Yeah, really.
Oh, yeah.
But did you have to actually pose for the picture, or did your mom just use her mind?
Let me see a Polaroid right here.
Oh, let me see the Polaroid. Oh, really?
Get the certificate off.
All right. So we want to make sure we talk about what you do, but
Oh, definitely.
oh, I
Cheri
see.
is an amazing
I
woman.
see. I see. There's a certificate on. You're covering it up. Is that your mom on the left side?
Yes.
Oh, you look like your mom.
Do I?
I can see the resemblance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm looking in here. How do I get in here? Can I get in here? Okay, open it up. Look at the Polaroid. Oh, there you are. Well, you had curly hair. She gave you straight hair.
No, it's curly in the picture.
Is it? Sort of.
Kind of bushy.
No, did you see the Polaroid, Bob? Here, now you can look at the Polaroid.
Okay.
Have you ever exposed your butt in any other photographs since then?
No.
No.
I have not.
All right, we won't do that anymore. So now you work as a physical trainer.
Yeah.
And you're here in Ocala?
Yeah. I started pursuing a career back in 1970s. Actually, my first job was at a Elaine Powers figure salon.
Elaine Powers, I remember that name.
All-lady salons with the pink everything, pink.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I pursued certifications and grew in my studies throughout, and have managed health clubs and was a senior wellness director at the YMCA for 5 years, and just stayed along my path of being involved with clubs. So.
And did your musical talents play a role in any of your life? Were you a performer at one point or another?
You know, what's funny, I was a rock band in high school, but that was a short-lived career.
Okay.
I think my music comes in where I teach classes. I teach cardio kickboxing right now, and I teach any kind of aerobics, and I've been doing that since the 80s. So when you have that music and dance combination, it actually plays, it's a good skill set to have when you're teaching classes.
Okay. So dancing is a natural talent for you.
I don't know if it's natural.
Okay.
I enjoy it.
But you naturally enjoy it. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I like to do it. I like to teach. I like to teach groups of people, high energy things to do. So
And you've created something wonderful to help others with your expertise and your observations over the years about the health and wellness of people.
Well, yeah. I mean, first of all, weight management or weight loss is a billion-dollar industry with sort of like a 98% failure rate. A lot of people are losing weight and regaining, or there's a lot of, businesses sort of just giving you quick fixes. It's important, but it's very complicated. If it was easy to lose weight, everyone would be, right? And we're not. Right. We're still struggling.
Right.
So this program is just a 21-day program, sort of to give people that physical component, get them moving, get them active, and also put them on a diet nutrition plan and get them accountable to a trainer for information and motivation and get them going. So it's called the 21-Day Kickstart. It's just really affordable. It's only $65 for a non-member for 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. And it's just designed to stop your world, push you in the right direction, give you all the things you need.
But if I did this, I'm just telling you honestly, me.
Okay.
What would you tell me so that on day 22, I didn't start doing the wrong stuff again?
Well, I think if we can ensure your success.
Do you work with men too?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's 21 days, so you have to actually do something physical 6 days a week in that pocket. It could be walking, We'll figure it out based on the individual. All ages are involved. But if you're eating right and doing exercise for that many days, you're going to like how you feel and you're going to get results, which makes you turn around and want to do it again.
Okay. So
you're off to a good start.
So you're jump starting a good change in lifestyle.
Yeah.
Did we tell you earlier we had one of the biggest losers on yesterday?
Yeah. Oh no.
And he and his daughter were both on the show. I can't remember his name, but
it was season 11. Jay Jacobs was his name.
Thank you. And he was, oh my goodness, I looked at the before and after pictures of him and his daughter, beautiful when she was heavy, I'll be honest with you. But probably happier with her physique after she lost the weight. But still, it was an amazing transformation for both of them. But especially him. I mean, he was really obese. She was somewhat, but he was really.
They live here in Ocala?
No, I don't know where he was. Well, Jersey?
Jersey, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
But one thing that you do with your program also, not just about good nutrition and about the physical exercise, you also have to get into the psyche of your clients to give them emotional support.
Right. So fitness hasn't really launched into the frontier of the mind right now, and I'm trying to stay ahead of that in my studies. So I'm studying things like the law of attraction and neuro-linguistic practitioner studies, which have to do with thought process and reprogramming at the subconscious level. So I'm actually undergoing a 21-day mental program at the same time I'm doing my own 21-day physical program with the goal of combining those in the future so that people will get both. So
did you see what was that movie with the law of attraction? The Secret. Did you see The Secret?
Yeah.
I watched that too. I wondered about that. After I watched that, I wondered if things that I already have in my life were attracted because I was thinking about them or something, and that explained the donuts. I mean.
What you think about, you bring about, they say.
I mean, so do you actually practice that and you force yourself to think about certain things?
It's not, it's forcing's a little tough word there, but you have to program, because you don't even know what your subconscious is thinking about. You can't it's in there beyond your control.
That's what I understand, but how do you change that?
You have to clear stuff out. You have to clear stuff out.
How do you
There's
do
clearing
that?
techniques, there's EFT, there's things that you can do. And then you have to reprogram by going into an alpha state, which is sort of a meditative state where you're relaxed and the subconscious can receive information and programming.
See, because we had this guy on one time, and he was, oh my gosh, he had a famous name, and I can't remember. But anyway, he said, just don't think about anything for like 12 minutes.
Try.
Hello? I don't believe he doesn't. How do you do this? How do you not think about anything? Can you do this?
I've never tried to do that. I've tried to relax and
just relax.
Focus on things that I want to focus on. That's the key, is be intentional about it and put the right thoughts in your head, and they'll stay and sort of magnify.
I think when you believe in yourself, you really can make a difference. I mean, it explains a lot, but not everything. For example, you would think that John Lennon's 2 sons should be the next John Lennon, or that Frank Sinatra's son should be the next Frank Sinatra. And yet, except for the fact that their dad was famous, we wouldn't know them. They didn't accomplish what their dads did. And yet some people who have every reason in the world to believe that they're worthless sometimes become hugely successful, and I don't know. It's weird.
I believe everyone has a calling, so to speak, or a purpose why they're here. So you have to do what you showed up to do, and it's not about your parents. At that point, it's about you.
So you're more spiritual than maybe we would have realized had it not been for this interview.
Oh, well, thank you.
And when people come to you to start your program and things like that, do you give them a consultation so you find out what they really want and need?
Yes, that's why we can keep the cost down. It's based on one long session with the trainer, and the trainer decides your whole map for 21 days in that long session. Mm-hmm. So you're not paying for 3 times a week with the trainer, which can add up quickly. You're just paying for that consultation, evaluation, and then sort of the explanation of what you're supposed to do, and then you come in and carry it out. And then you check in weekly with your journal and your food plan and your diet program and all that. So it's it's been great. It's helped people who normally might not have been able to afford personal training, and it's also just given them that accountability factor, which I think.
And do they keep the same trainer?
They can.
Or do you switch?
They can actually sign up for more sessions with the trainer, or they can just repeat the kickstart again, stay with their team. Or if they're not comfortable with the trainer for whatever reason, they can talk to me about switching. So it's all good. Yeah.
Are you involved in any fundraisers?
Not at this time.
No?
Not at this time. I was largely involved with the YMCA for 5 years.
Oh, were you?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm not at this time, though.
But you're good at that, though, because the fundraising is very, very intense. You have to get out into the community to make them aware that there is need.
Yeah, I haven't picked a project to embrace like that right now, but sure, if I believe in the cause, I'd be more than happy to promote it.
Oh, you
Wow.
you speaking to an audience that you're going to get some calls from some agency that needs some help. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, there's probably a lot of people who capitalize. Again, there's the capitalized word. You guys didn't make much money on that ad, by the way, right?
Oh no, that's
you made nothing, and your mom made what, $2,500?
Yeah, she was paid one time back at the race.
But I mean, as far as fundraising, somebody might have an idea like a Coppertone baby competition or a photo competition. I don't know, something like that. I don't want to give people ideas. It's a cool idea. So can you tell about your dad a little bit? I think our listeners might know your dad.
Well,
especially the ones from New York.
Their circle of friends were people like Jonathan Winters, Durward Kirby, Jack Parr, all those guys. And when they lived in an area where all these people sort of hung out, and his name was Jack Brand, and he was the host of the United States Steel Hour, which I think was early 50s. Possibly late 40s, I'm not exactly sure, but it was a show sponsored by United States Steel, and I think they showed a movie, and then there was commentary.
So it was a national show or a local show?
National.
National show. Okay, wow.
And then he did local. He did some national radio spots, voiceovers, commercials, and also television news, ABC TV news and radio news.
Wow. So some of you listeners might remember the name.
Yeah.
Tell me the name again.
Jack Brand.
Jack Brand.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming in. This has been fun. We were looking forward to it, and I'm glad we were able to talk a little bit about you. Oh my goodness, I hate when that ends.
Yeah, I do.
I was just doing it
I'm so
Anyway, we have to say goodbye. Well, Cheri, thank you for coming in. Cheri Brand, it's good to know you. You are a true, probably Ocala's first or longest resident celebrity.
Yes.
I guess.
Well,
right? Have you met Travolta?
I have not.
Wow.
I would love to, because he's from my backyard, right?
Thank you. Thank you for being here. All right, we'll take a break and be right back.
Okay.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Dozens are feared dead in a plane crash in Taiwan, according to reports, which say the Trans-Asia Airways passenger plane was attempting an emergency landing. Reports of more plane